Hi, my name is Rolando Garcia. I am a cinematographer, director, and a video editor. I've been working with the SESI program here at Sacramento City College for the past 3 years, and I've also been running my own production company here in Sacramento. For those of you who don't know what directing and cinematography is about, that means, shooting commercials, shooting music videos, and also editing them as well on the computer. I am a first-generation college student. I graduated from the Art Institute in Santa Monica, and I worked in LA for about 10 years, and then I migrated here to Sacramento, and that's when I started my production company. I was born in Salinas, California. My family is from Greenfield, California. And Greenfield, California is mainly an agricultural town. There is not a whole lot of opportunity, and I didn't know it at the time, but I grew up in poverty. I didn't really notice. I didn't feel like I did because that's all I knew. But once I went to college and I started gaining a little bit more perspective, I noticed that we were definitely in the lower end of the economic scale. But yeah, that's just a little bit of about where I'm from. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Ganas and grit, and how that formula has really kind of been instilled into me and helped me along through my educational journey, and how has been a really great impact in my life and my livelihood and just the way how I go about things in a everyday life. I went to a public school, and the public school that I came from did not really prepare me for college. There wasn't any college courses that counselors advised me. I was a really bad student to begin with, so I was already in a most disadvantaged state going in, and so it was very difficult for me to go into something that I wasn't really comfortable with. I had a lot of opportunities to just leave, to just walk away, and sometimes I did. Sometimes I just decided not to go to class because I felt like I didn't want to take it. It was too challenging. It was too hard. I didn't feel like I could do it. So anytime that I felt like I was kind of going through different challenges in school, I always kind of reminded myself where my parents came from and the kind of sacrifices that they had to come into it in order to give me this opportunity. So every single time that I face these challenges, I was kind of reminding myself of those sacrifices. And they always told me as a young kid, to always échale ganas, put an effort into what you're doing. And it didn't really register until a lot later in my life, what that really means. I kind of adopted that saying into everything that I do now. Everything that I possibly do, I put 110%. If you're going to commit to something, if you're going to say yes to something, you might as well just go all the way in. Like once you start getting older and you start joining the workforce, I think people start getting an idea of what kind of person you are, and what kind of value that you are worth, and especially in in the time and age where if you're trying to get paid, if you're trying to get a promotion, or if you're just trying to land the job, people notice when you have that mindset, that grit, ganas mindset. People really notice in how you work. Coming from disadvantaged backgrounds comes with the secret mentality to unlock a lot of will and a lot of resiliency. I take this on with everything, and I've seen them with other people in the past that don't have that same background, that fold easily. They don't have that grit. When things get tough, it's only the strongest survive, right? So if there's a project that takes hours to do, you have to work into the nights. Are you going to be the person that folds and goes to sleep early? Or are you going to be the person that goes to 3 a.m. and finishes the project? But this formula has worked for me. This formula has been very beneficial to my life and to everything that I do. It's been a really a big eye opener, also spiritually too. It's just like being involved, right? Not being halfway in, being fully committed to whatever that may be, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to work, everything, cooking. It's all relative. Hopefully that this was beneficial to you. I know that obtaining that formula for me has been very beneficial in my life, and I hope that it could also inspire you you guys to also do the same thing.